everyone! So today I'm going back to basics because I'm going to teach you something that I think everyone who's into makeup should learn how to do, and that is how to correctly color match a foundation to your skin. I see a lot of people walking around with the wrong shade of foundation, and I don't think it's that these people generally want to wear the wrong shade, it's just they're maybe not sure how to correctly color match. And today I'm going to show you the super easiest way to do it. So let's get started. I'm going to use the new Fresh Nude Foundation from the Body Shop, which comes in 16 shades, and it's a hydrating foundation that also contains rose water, and it has a light to medium buildable coverage. I really love the glowing, dewy finish of this foundation because it just looks like my natural skin, and it also contains SPF, so you'll be protected against the sun. And best of all, the lightening and the darkening drops you can buy with it are perfect for blending your custom shade, or you can also use those to lighten or to darken any other liquid foundation you already own. So the easiest thing to first do when you're picking a foundation is just to look at all the bottles that are in front of you, like if you're going to a store. Pick out a few that are similar to your skin tone. You don't even have to look at the undertone. Just pick out a few that you think are similar to your skin tone. So I've got 3 here from the Fresh Nude Foundation. Then you're gonna wanna do some swatches on your skin because that's the easiest way to see if it matches, because often a foundation in the bottle might not look exactly the same on your skin, so it's really important to do a proper swatch on your face and really color match. Now I've got 3 shades here. I've got the 010, 012 and the 032, just so you guys can see a little bit of a difference. Now I'm going to use a little palette for this. You can use the back of your hand, absolutely no problem. Foundation, you always want to test kind of going along the side of your face, almost like down to your neck, because you don't want to test it like right here on your cheeks or on your nose or on your chin, because often that's where you're most likely to have discoloration. I'll just take out this earring because it's going to be easier. So I'm going to take the first one, just get some of that on my finger, and I'm just going to run a swatch kind of down like that. All right, so you can kind of see it's like this big splotch of color. And you get the next one, put that one right beside, and then the last one, to blend it in a little bit, kind of how you would do with foundation. And now I'm just going to give that a moment to dry, because a foundation that's really wet is not going to be color accurate. Now the middle one that you can see here, this is the most obvious line, and this one is obviously much too dark and too orange for me. So this is not the correct shade. And now these 2 shades, I have one streak here and one streak here. These are very similar and both of them look like they could match, right? But if you actually look at this streak that's going down here, as it comes down here on my neck, you can't really see it anymore because it blends perfectly with my own natural skin tone. Versus this one here on my face, it looks like it could be a match, but then as you see it come down here onto the neck, it's very, very pink tone on me. So this really stands out. So just imagine if I was putting this foundation all over my face and then I just stopped here, or even if I blended it out a little bit, it's gonna have a really big demarcation from where you end the foundation to your natural skin tone, unless you were fake tanning or something like that, which I don't like to do. This one here is actually the correct shade for me because it really blends into my skin. And if I was to blend this out here, I mean up here it looks a bit light, but that's because here I have some discoloration and here I've got some old acne breakouts that are healing, and so this is the correct shade for me right here, and that's actually the lightest one. This is Chelsea Porcelain 010. There are some people who might have even lighter skin than I have. You can use the shade adjusting drops, which are really cool because you can lighten this foundation, or if you have alternatively really dark skin, like let's say you use something like this, and then it's still not dark enough for you, you can use the darkening drops. All right, So that is just genius, because you could also, I mean, you can use them perfectly with the Fresh Nude Foundation from the Body Shop because they are formulated to work together. However, if you have some other foundation from other brands that maybe don't match you perfectly, this is such a great purchase to combine with any foundation that you already own. Liquid foundation, of course, the lightest shade now. If you were lighter than this, or even if you bought a shade that's just not quite correct for you, like you're in between shades or something, you can use these drops. So they come with a dropper. So this is very sort of makeup artist style, where you can just, you know, add a couple drops of that, you know, depending on how light you are. And then you can see, as I'm blending it, it gets lighter and lighter, okay? So this is a product that you could use with any foundation brand that you have. You'll buy a foundation in a store and then you go home and you try it and it just doesn't look the same as you did in the store, and then it's like the wrong shade or something. Or even for people like me or people with really dark skin, sometimes it's just really hard to find a foundation that matches. With this, all your problems are solved, because you'll be able to darken any foundation with the darkening drops and lighten any foundation with the lightening drops. Now I'm going to use the foundation brush. Of course, you can actually just use your fingers as well, and I might actually just blend it out with my fingers, because I feel like the heat of your fingers just is perfect for working it in. Some people are just more comfortable with using their fingers, which is totally fine. And this way, you know, I can really blend out the foundation down my neck and not have to worry about it, you know, being the wrong shade. So now I just finished applying the foundation, and I know you're thinking, wow, you look really pale. Well, I do have very fair skin, but as you can see, it like matches the rest of my body. So I just think it's always better to pick a foundation that actually is in the correct shade of your natural skin, and then to add dimension and color with blush and bronzer and highlighter if you want. And it has a slight glow to it, not super glowy shimmery, but it almost looks like natural skin because there is a certain level of hydration that's given, and also it just has a slight sort of very, very light, dewy looking finish. So to set the foundation and any concealer products that you applied, you can use something like the Extra Virgin Minerals Powder. This can also be used as a loose powder foundation if you use something like this, which is a kabuki shaped size brush. Just kind of go over the areas where maybe you'd get a bit of oil shininess throughout the day. I kind of mainly go over the T-zone area. So to finish off my makeup look, I used some new products from the holiday collection by the Body Shop, which I think is so beautiful. I love this sort of Art Deco inspired packaging. There's eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, nail polish, glitter liner, you name it. I think this is a really pretty collection. I used this palette on my eyes, and this is called Grooving Gold, and I used all 4 of these shades. On my lips, I'm wearing the Color Crush lipstick in number 11. Pearly nude shade, which I think is just so flattering. I hope this video was really simple for you to learn how to match foundation. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. You can check out some more videos right now linked on the side, and I will see you very, very soon in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.